Good morning, children. Hope you are fine and safe. Let us revise lesson number 8 of class 8. And this lesson is a revision part. In this, we will take the chapter. Children, it is chapter number 8 only. This chapter is informing us to go with the climate and natural vegetation and wildlife. Children, when we are discussing about the wildlife or the vegetation of any of the country, we will first see the climate. What is the climate there? So, climate is a main factor of determining this vegetation and the wildlife, and the different seasons are also there in the country. So, what is the climate? Climate means we are covering the temperature, how much rainfall is there. These all are the factors, that is air pressure is there, that is a factor which are determining climate. So when we are working with the climate, we know that India is very vast country and we have different type of climate also there in India. In the interior part of the country, we have continental type of climate, that is the summers are very hot and the winters are very cold. Second thing, we are discussing the area that is called the coastal area. Coastal area means the area which are nearby the sea. In that area, the summers and the winter temperature is different because of the effect of sea breeze and land breeze. Next we go to the topic, that is the desert area. What type of climate is there in the desert area? Hot, dry. That means there is no rainfall. The temperature is very high. So the desert has a very hot and dry climate. Next we go to the next topic, that is the factors that determine the climate. Number 1, latitude. Number 2, altitude. Number 3, position with respect to the mountains. And number 4 is the distance from the sea. And number 5 is the wind. What are the latitude means? Latitude means how far the area is from the equator. That means if you are going away from the equator, the temperature is decreases, right? And if we are living nearby the area of equatorial region, the temperature is very high. On the poles, the temperature is low. That is called latitude. So India is having a imaginary line passes through it, that is tropic of Cancer. So the area nearby the tropic of Cancer are very hot. Next we go with altitude. Altitude means height of a place. If it is at height, that means temperature is low. On the bottom part of the area, the temperature is high. As we are going on the top of the places, that means the altitude is high, temperature become low. Third thing that is affecting the climate is position with respect to the mountains. If the mountains are there in the position to the rainfall, that means if the rainfall is just, see the example, I am giving the example of Himalayas. So if the rainfalls are just touch and struck Himalayas, it shed their rain. So that means the position or the place of the Himalayas or other mountains also affect the climate. And the people and the places which are away from the area having less rainfall. Next we have a distance from the sea. That is a place, how far the place is away from the sea. Like example is Chennai and second example is of Delhi. Chennai is close to the sea, so the temperature is moderate. That means not so hot and not so cold. Delhi is far away from the sea, so the temperature is very high in summer and very low in winters. The last topic is, that is the factor winds. Direction of the winds. If the winds are hot and dry, that means it makes the place hot and dry. And if the winds are coming from the polar area, children, they may be very cold winds. Now we have different seasons in India. That means we have 4 seasons. Number 1 winter, number 2 summer, and number 3 monsoon, and number 4 is repeating monsoon. Let us discuss all these seasons. Number 1 is winter. Winter season lasts, that is from December to February. From December to February, a high pressure zone developed over northern India, causing wind to blow air toward the south. And northern India received rainfall from the western disturbance. That means North India gets more of the rainfall because of the disturbance. In the west side, that is called Mediterranean Sea. While the southeast coast that receive rainfall because of the northeast monsoon. Next we go with the topic. Second season is a summer season. Definitely summer season will come to know. It is very hot season and it lasts in India is in the month of March to May. It is characterized by hot, dry weather. Weather is very hot and temperature is definitely very high. So pressure become low. Children, there is a direct relation. We are discussing with the temperature and the pressure. If the temperature is high, pressure is low. Right? So that means a low pressure zone is developed over the northern and the northwest India and causing local storms. Third, we have a monsoon. By the name itself will come to know, it is a rainy season. And this rainy season starts from June and lasts up to September. It has a low pressure in North India, so the wind starts moving from western part of the country toward the north part. Right? And this wind brings heavy rainfall in most of the India. The last topic we are covering in this season is retreating monsoons. Lasts from October to November. It brings rainfall accompanied by strong winds. Winds are very strong along with this wind to the coastal area, Tamil Nadu and Madhya Pradesh. These are the main topics which we are discussing in this chapter, that is the climate. Number 2, factors which are determining climate, and number 3 is the seasons. Next we have because of this climate, we have different type of vegetation, children. Now we will discuss what are different type of vegetation which are there in India are. Number 1 is, it is there, that is called tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforests are, by the name itself will come to know, that means these are the vegetation which are related with the rain. Found in the region of very high heavy rainfall in the Western Ghats. Let us see, the Western Ghats are there. Western Ghats, heavy rainfall and having this type of vegetation. And West Bengal, Orissa and northeast states, Andaman and Nicobar. That means these are the regions which are having tropical rainforest vegetation. Number 2, tropical deciduous forest. By the name itself, we will come to know what is deciduous. Trees which shed their leaves once in a year. That means these trees are also known as monsoon forest. Definitely they found the area nearby the moderate or heavy rainfall. And next we go with the thorn forest. By the name itself we will come to know that these are the forests which are there nearby the area, which are deserted area. So it is in the region of arid region, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Punjab and Haryana. Next we go with the next type of vegetation, that is called the mountain vegetation, or we can also say mountain forest. By the name itself we will come to know, that means the trees or the vegetation which belongs to the mountain area. In the mountain area there are 3 different type of vegetations. At lower level there are trees, then we have short trees, and at last on the top we have only grasses or shrubs are there. Last we go with the tidal forest, and that is number 5. These are different kind of vegetations are there. And the last one is, this is the number 3, tropical rainforest number 1, tropical deciduous forest 3, second, thorn forest 3, and the mountain one is 4, and the last one which we are going to discuss is, that is tidal forest. Children, in the tidal forest name itself will come to know the area which is nearby the sea where the tides comes. So the water comes on the area, cover the alluvial soil there, and then water goes back. On that area trees are grown. These are also known as mangroves. So we'll come to know that these trees are basically nearby the area, that is the sea area. Found mainly in the swampy river deltas, that is Sundarban Delta. You know, the Sundarban Delta is the largest delta in the world. That is also known as Ganga Brahmaputra Delta. And because of this vegetation, children, we have different type of wildlife also there. Peacock is a bird, that is a national bird. Tiger is a national animal. And we have different type of wildlife. And for keeping this wildlife, government has made different sanctuaries in which we are keeping our wildlife. That means different animals can stay. So with this, we are covering almost the whole topics. and let us see the last class of this topic. Thank you very much.